Hello friends, myself Professor Bharat Basrani, and I am glad to start my new knowledge related with the subject called accountancy and taxation. So friends, let's have my first video based on this platform. Would try to share PPT. So let's have my introduction first. Myself Professor Bharat Basrani. In Veer Narmad, South Gujarat University. In Veer Narmad, South Gujarat University, I am teaching a subject called accountancy and taxation at SY BCom level, semester 3. Today, friends, I am going to share with you the syllabus of the subject. So let's have an overview of the syllabus. As the name of the subject is accountancy and taxation, the syllabus is divided into two parts. First part is accountancy and the other part is taxation. Accountancy section is divided into two chapters. First chapter is based on departmental accounts, in which theory plus practical problems will be covered, and its weightage is 20%. Its introduction, what are the bases of allocation of expenses such as advertisement, carriage inward, carriage outward. So depending on the expenses, the basis will be taken into consideration and allocation of such expenses will be made. Inter-corporate transfer transactions are also taken into consideration for the valuation for the preparation of departmental accounts. Basically, three accounts plus one statement. Three accounts, that is trading account, profit and loss account, general profit and loss account. That are the three accounts which are required to be prepared in case of departmental accounts. Plus balance sheet we are supposed to prepare as one of the important statement. So what exactly different departments are earning, that will be reviewed, that will be revealed with the help of these accounts and statements. So very important chapter, 20% its weightage is. Second chapter is investment account. Investment account is also very interesting chapter where different securities will be taken into consideration for valuation. What exactly a particular person is earning on a particular securities in which he has invested his fund, depending on the types of investments. So accounting treatment of such investment will be taken into consideration. Example will be based on the valuation of such investment will be based on either on FIFO method or average cost method. So these are the two methods that will be taken into consideration for the valuation of investment account. So that also the chapter is very interesting chapter, important chapter. From final point of view, theory plus practical problems will be covered and the weightage is 20%. So 20 plus 20 is equal to 40% weightage will be taken into consideration. That's all from accountancy section. Let's have now the other section, that is taxation. Tax structure of India, that is direct tax. So direct tax will be taken into consideration. So tax structure of India, tax structure of India is divided into two parts: direct tax and indirect tax. Direct tax basically deals with what, sir? Income tax, with income tax. So let us try to understand what exactly we are going to learn in this section. Basic concepts will be taken into consideration. Theoretical section is there. As per Income Tax Act 1961, certain important concepts will be taken into consideration. Will be taught, like income from all the sources, assessment year, previous year, person, SSC, tax evasion, tax avoidance, tax planning, objectives of tax planning, agricultural income, casual income, and so on. That will be the theoretical part. Incidence of tax is another short concept short topic that is also covered, including determination of residential status of an SSC, whether the SSC means the taxpayer is a resident or ordinary resident or non-ordinary resident. Such patterns of valuation will be made. Theory plus practical problems can be asked from this section. Means determination of residential status may have certain practical problems. From that also certain practical problems can be asked. So that section covers 15%. The weightage is 15%. Second is heads of income chargeable to tax under Income Tax, Indian Income Tax Act. That is the basic concepts of all the heads. There are 5 heads of income in case of income tax. That is income from salary, income from house property, then capital gain. Fourth is profit or gain from business or profession, and the fifth is income from other sources like casual incomes. So these are the 5 heads of income that are covered in the syllabus. A very short concept or brief concept should be explained to the student from this section. Then the third point is computation of income under the head called capital gains. Out of the 5 heads of income, only 1 head of income will be covered in this section. Capital gains will be studied, will be taught in detail. Theory plus practical aspect of capital gain will be taught. Capital gain, basically the chapter is based on selling and purchasing of or the transactions made based on various capital assets, maybe a long-term capital asset, maybe a short-term capital asset. Depending on that, the gain may be long-term capital gain or short-term capital gain. How the statement of taxable capital gain is framed will be framed as per different exemptions, like exemption based on 54, section 54, section 54 PC, section 54B, 54F will be covered. So that is a very interesting chapter, very practical chapter, which is very useful for commerce students, so that they can get practical aspect. They can also file their returns. By understanding this chapter, they can plan their tax and they can file their returns on their own. So that is from direct tax section. 15 plus 25%. Direct tax section deals out of 60%. This section, overall section, has weightage of 60%. From that, 40% deals with direct tax, while remaining 20% deals with indirect tax, that is GST, goods and service tax. This section, indirect tax, covers only theory. So only concepts related with goods and service tax are taught in this particular section. Introduction and concept of dual GST, its advantages. Then present indirect tax structure will be compared with GST, its shortcomings and its challenges will also be covered. Definitions such as goods, services, central goods and service tax, integrated goods and service tax, persons, works contract, place of business, aggregate turnover, business, supply, composite supply. These are certain mixed supply. These are certain important concepts or definitions that are included in GST, and composition, levy, and collection. So that is all from my side. That's all the syllabus section, and these are certain suggested readings which you can take into consideration so that you can score good marks related with the subject. That's all from my side. Friends, don't forget to share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.